Hello, Year 2. This lesson, partitioning numbers, is the first in our lesson to do with relationship between plus and minus. Now, this is the first lesson that we've actually done a little bit about plus and minus. So you need to make sure you're listening so we can really have a good understanding of what this is all about. And I reckon that all of you will be able to understand what this concept of partitioning numbers is all about. Let's have a look at the first screen here. We had the number 17. On the bottom there we have two arrows. The first arrow says the number 10, then there's this plus sign, and then it says 7. And that then equals 17. I want you to watch the next video and see if you can understand what this here is all about. If you already know what it's all about, excellent. Pause the video, go and tell one of the teachers what you think this is all about. You are well on your way then of knowing what partitioning numbers is all about. On the screen here, you can see that we have a video that's talking all about partitioning numbers. Now, partition equals breaking a number up into smaller numbers. Now, watch this video closely and see if you can work out how you can partition a number. So as we heard in the video, you need to split the numbers. You need to add the tens together, you need to add the units together, and then put them together. Let's see if we can work that out over the page in our next slide, and we can work it out together. Here on the board here, we had the number 14. 1, 4, which gives us 14. Now, in our hundreds, tens, and ones unit last term, we looked at 14 saying it has 1 10 and it has 4 ones. Or sometimes we might say it is 4 units. 4 individual little ones. Now, if we were going to break that up, as I said in the video, if we're going to partition this number, what might we first do? So it's something plus something equals, and we know it's going to be equal to 14. We are partitioning the number. We are breaking the number up. What's the first thing that we might do? We'll put the 10 here because we know that this 1 here is equal to 110. Not 1 as in the number 1. It's equal to 110, which equals a 1 and a 0. 110. And the last bit here we have the 4. So we can see that the 10, the 1 in the 14 is equal to 10 ones, and then the 4 is equal to the 4 here. 10 plus 4 equals 14. We've partitioned the number 14 and broken it up into the tens and the units, and it still equals the same. I would like you now to go and partition the number 18 for me, please. Pause the video now. Go and partition the number 18. Remember, you need to include tens and the units. The number again is 18. Go and do that for me, please. Okay, let's have a go at doing another number now. 14, that was an easy one. Let's have a go at doing 76. So let's partition this number. So how many tens does it have? It has 7 tens, so it's 70. 7 lots of 10. Plus, how many ones does it have? It has 6 ones, or 6 units. And what does that equal? 76. Excellent. I'm going to try and do one more with you now and see if you can continue doing that for me, please. On the screen here, I've done a 3-digit number. So remember, a 3-digit number has hundreds, tens, and ones. Let's have a go at partitioning this number for me, please. So, how many hundreds does it have? It has 100. So 100 plus, how many tens does it have? 7 tens, which equals 70, plus how many ones does it have? How many units does it have? 6 units. Now we add them all together, and that equals what? 176. You notice when I write the answer, I'm not writing 176, because that number actually reads 100,706. So we're not writing that number like this. We're simply writing the number, the first number that comes in that hundreds, tens, or ones. So how many hundreds are there? There's 100. So I'm not writing the 2 zeros. How many tens are there? There are 7 tens. And we know our tens column, don't we? Because it's the second column. How many ones are there at the end? There are 6 ones. So now Mr. Graham's feeling as though you have understood this really well. I'm going to give one more. I know I said that last time, but I'm definitely only going to give one more. This time, I'm going to see if we can understand if there is a missing number from either the hundreds, tens, or ones column. Let's have a go. If I wrote the number 904. 904 is the number. How many hundreds are there in that number? There are 9 hundreds. Plus, how many tens are there in the number? There are no tens, are there? Because we can see there are no tens. We still need to put the 0 there. Okay, we still need to put the 0 there. I'll show you in a second why. Plus, how many units are there in the number? There are 4 units or 4 ones. Now, the way we write this number then is exactly how it's done up the top here. Now, I'm going to write that number just to the side here, and it's going to have, so how many hundreds are there in the hundreds column? There are 9. There are not 900 hundreds, there are 900. How many ones are there? So how many ones are there? Even if there's a 0 there, we still write the 0. And how many tens are there finally? There are 4. So we just then partitioned a number that doesn't have tens in the number. I would like you now to go and partition the number 744. The number again is 744. Remember, you need to do exactly what was done on the board here. You're partitioning the hundreds, tens, and ones. Off you go. Go and do that for me, please. Okay, so you now have some time to go and partition that number that I gave you. Here is our new challenge. I call this one challenge time. I would like to see if we can work together to work out this equation for us. Now, beforehand we looked at partitioning numbers. I'm going to give you 2 numbers to see if you can partition these two numbers. This is the first number. We're going to go with 12. And we're going to put this plus sign. That means we're plussing these two numbers together. 12 plus 16. Let's see if we can work out what the total of this number sequence equals. Let's break up 12. We have 12. We have a 10. We have 1 10, don't we? And how many units do we have? 2. Excellent. We'll still put our plus in the middle. And our 16 has what? How many 10s? 1 10. And how many units? 6 units. Excellent. Now what we've got to do is we've got to add our two 10s together. So we'll do that by saying 10 plus 10 equals 20. We know that 1 plus 1 equals 2. And we just add the 0 at the end and it equals 20. Now we've got to add our units together. So these are our units here, which is our 2 and our 6. So we can go 2 plus 6 equals 8. So 20 plus 8 equals 28. And we've worked that out through doing the partitioning of the number. Well done.